Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm here to talk to you about a very important but often overlooked safety concern. It's something that can affect you at the workplace, at home, or even when you're on the road, and that topic is housekeeping. So first off, I want to let you know that I do understand. I know how you probably feel when someone brings up the topic of housekeeping.
Housekeeping? Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God!
And I get that. Housekeeping is not the most interesting safety topic. And most of us probably don't even consider housekeeping as a real safety concern. But the fact is that poor housekeeping can have a major impact not just on your safety, but on your production and efficiency as well. So in this Safety Watch, we're going to talk about exactly what housekeeping consists of, what type of impacts it can have on your workplace, and some of the basic housekeeping principles that you should apply to make sure that you improve your workplace. First, to make sure that we're on the same page, let's define what housekeeping actually consists of. And to do that, we're going to break it down into 6 fundamental practices. Number 1. Inspection of tools and equipment. This is a pretty simple one. Basically, you just want to inspect your tools and equipment regularly to make sure that you aren't using any worn equipment. You want to make sure that it is well maintained and replaced if necessary. The second housekeeping practice is cleaning up spillage. The best way to control spillage is to make sure that you prevent it from occurring in the first place. If a spill does occur, and in most cases it's inevitable that it will happen at some point, you just want to make sure that you clean it up immediately and appropriately. Number 3 is keeping all surfaces clean. Now this is simply keeping your walkways, your stairways, and your work areas free of debris. Keep those floors clean to eliminate hazards that could cause you to trip and fall. And kind of expanding on number 3 is number 4, and that is proper maintenance of your buildings, your walkways, and stairways. Making sure that any loose flooring or loose handrails are repaired immediately, and just making sure that you are continuously looking at these things to make sure that there is a safe walking surface and safe controls in place to make sure that you do not fall. The 5th housekeeping practice is disposal of waste. When you have some waste, go ahead and dispose of it immediately in the appropriate manner. Some things need to be disposed in certain areas, some need to be disposed in certain ways. Make sure that you are disposing of that material in the appropriate manner. And number 6 is storage. This is probably the most important aspect of housekeeping. You want to make sure that your tools have an appropriate place where they are stored. You want to make sure equipment is stored and put away in a safe place. Same for your liquids and any other materials that you use in the workplace. Make sure that there's an appropriate storage place and make sure that it is always returned to that storage area when it's not in use. So now that we have defined what housekeeping is and talked about the most common practices relating to housekeeping, I know most of you are probably thinking, okay, what does that matter? Why is it so important?
Why?
Well, the most straightforward answer to that is that housekeeping, specifically poor housekeeping, can have a major negative impact on your safety as well as your overall productivity and efficiency in the workplace. Some of the ways that that can happen: out of place objects can not only become a tripping hazard, but it can also create obstacles for people to have to walk around or maybe mobile equipment to have to maneuver around. Not to mention, productivity in general is going to be lowered when tools and equipment cannot be located. If there's not a designated storage area, oftentimes we're finding ourselves looking or hunting for these tools in order to get the job done. If we have a storage location for these tools and materials and we make sure that they are returned to those areas, not only are they going to be out of the way, but also it's going to be much easier to find those tools when we need them. Also, a clean and orderly workplace just improves morale overall. People feel better when they're working in a place that is not full of clutter. And the last point I want to touch on with maintaining a good, clean workplace is that you only get one shot to make a good first impression.
I'm sorry? What did you
You're
just say?
coming off stupid.
I'm coming off as stupid. You're wearing tuxedos to a job that requires you to clean bathrooms. Please leave this office. We're done with this interview.
So when regulatory agencies come to do an inspection and you have a disaster of a workplace due to all the clutter and mess, that can often result in a poor first impression, which in turn can lead to an increase in the number or severity of citations. So it's all quite simple, really. Keep obstructions and slick substances off of walkways, ramps, ladders, stairs. Dispose of any waste immediately in proper containers and remove it from the work area. Make sure that you properly maintain all tools, equipment, and other materials materials and keep them stored in a designated storage location. And lastly, remember that housekeeping, like any other safety component, is everyone's responsibility. And that's all we have on housekeeping today. I want to thank you for watching the video. If you did like it, please hit that like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get all the latest content we have coming for you. Leave a comment below. We are always happy to have that communication. And lastly, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to see us in our safety suits, bringing you more informative and hopefully entertaining safety content.